Hello guys and welcome to an NGB video review. I'm Ben and I'm joined by Johnny.
Hello to you.
Hello. And Johnny has been playing NieR Automata.
I have.
NieR Automata.
Automata, NieR Tomato, any of that.
Yeah, it's basically the sequel to NieR, which came out a few years ago. Got quite a cult following, did NieR. I never played it, but it was definitely one of those that I heard a lot about.
Yep.
And they're giving it to Platinum. So is this good Platinum? Or is this bad Platinum?
I'm a man who's not had much to do with Platinum games in yon past.
Okay.
I played a bit of Bayonetta, I think. Metal Gear Solid Revengeance.
Metal Gear Rising.
Metal Gear Rising, sorry. Which one's Revengeance?
That is, yeah. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Yeah, it's not a real word, is it?
No, it's not.
Anyway, and I thought they were okay. So I wasn't sort of overly hyped about playing NieR Automata. But I went for a review. It's wonderful. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's very sort of like... It feels very new school in a way. It looks lovely, and it's got a lot of like RPG elements and stuff. But also, as you saw when you played it earlier as well,
yes,
got these kind of old school Gallagher type,
so
side-scrolling shooty bits as well.
Yeah, like the way that it breaks stuff up, that seems pretty cool.
Yes, it is. You get the twin stick kind of like, it's kind of like three modes you're in your kind of like as your protagonist. Your main mode is like third person action RPG, hack and slashing. All of that going on.
Yeah.
You've also got your kind of sort of like Space Invaders Gallagher flight mode as well, where it's kind of like the view switches around still. It can be side on, it can be top down.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun as well. And then you also got like the twin stick kind of shooter mode where your like flight suit goes into kind of robot mode.
Okay.
I'm not describing that very well, but you like spin around. It's not a spaceship where you're going like in one direction. You're kind of spinning around.
Yeah.
Like Enter the Gungeon or something like that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And it's a lot of fun. It does bring a lot of variety to it. You get the kind of other modes, like the twin stick shoot mode and that kind of thing, more as you move on the game when you're fighting the big Goliath dudes.
Yes.
The big enemies.
So, speaking of those, I mean, I've not played a huge amount of it. I've literally sort of dipped into the first, hour or so.
Yep.
And one of the first things that you see is this huge, great thing that's got, excavators for hands.
It's all very Battleship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit Pacific Rim, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're knocking about, on what appears to be some sort of oil rig or energy plant.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the oil rig energy plant turns into a dude.
Yeah.
You've got to fight the dude.
Yeah.
You've got a buddy with you as well. Yeah.
Cool. So, and that's one of the things about, Platinum is the first question I asked, obviously, is it good Platinum or is it bad Platinum?
Yeah.
You've got games like Bayonetta, like Metal Gear Rising, and like Transformers Devastation, which I still think is still
I love Transformers Devastation.
Criminally underrated and underplayed. Obviously, it was on PS Plus a few months back, but they're the games that I would probably say I enjoy most about the Platinum games. The Platinum games have put out.
Yeah.
And then you get games like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. Which wasn't very good.
Can't say I ever messed with that.
No, it's not that good.
Okay.
But there seems to be the two sides to Platinum where you'll get an amazing game or you'll get something that's not very good at all. And this definitely sounds like it's in the former category.
Thoroughly enjoying it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of character in it as well. It's not just I often get left a bit feeling a bit cold by some of these games. I find it hard to sort of relate to anyone in them as such. I think the characters are very good. Not only your main lady, 2B, she's an android. She's got a bandage over her head, can't she? Don't know what's going on there. And also 9S is a kind of buddy you showed up as well in the first sort of prologue mission, I suppose.
Yeah.
But also the enemies as well. The kind of generic enemy you have is a little. He looks like something from an Aardman film. A kind of cute, sort of rusty robot thing.
He looks a bit like R2-D2 falling on hard times.
Yeah, and they're kind of sort of bumbling and cute. But as you go further on in the game, they get more of a character about them.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin anything, but yeah, they get kind of more sort of a personality.
Cool.
And they become a bit more intriguing than just a bumbling kind of robot.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good characters going again. The Goliaths are kind of even though they're massive, they're kind of less interesting. They're also just big robot dudes, which is all right, quite intimidating. But yeah, no, the kind of sort of smaller enemies are very interesting as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
So combat is typically Platinum from
lots of hacking and slashing and jumping
from what I've seen.
Yeah.
And does the upgrade tree, is there an upgrade tree, and does it kind of go through that the routine of adding more combos to the mix? You're sort of, you've got your standard square triangle combo, which will be light attack, heavy attack, and then do you get more of those as the game goes on, or is it kind of fairly?
I like combos. You can certainly upgrade your weapons and things as you go.
Okay.
When you get to the kind of main part of the game after the epilogue, you can kind of you find the resistance camp back on Earth. You're like an android from the moon.
Right.
Because when the machines like
Why
turned
not?
up, machines turned up, mankind were like, fuck this, go to the moon, and so machines are like rolling around Earth.
Yeah.
Like they own the place, and you kind of go down back from the moon.
Cool.
Sort them out. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, so when you find the resistance camp, which is the humans back on Earth, and you kind of upgrade your weapons and like you get like your kind of chips as well from there. So there is an upgrade tree.
Okay, cool.
Yes, yeah.
So let's talk a little bit
Yeah.
about the controversy that's arisen
Right.
regarding the trophies for NieR Automata.
Okay.
Automata. I can't pronounce that bloody thing.
Take 1 minute.
So as you go through the game, obviously
Yeah.
you'll pick up trophies as you normally do,
Yeah.
and then if you want to, you play through the game a second time,
Uh-huh.
and then after that second time, reports coming out of Japan and a few other people in the UK that have already got the Japanese version
Yeah.
have said that you can go through the game, but when you start playing it either the third time or after the third time you finish the game,
Right.
you can then buy trophies from like somebody in the game with in-game currency,
Okay.
which I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Interesting way of doing the trophy system.
I mean, it's
Is
one of
there
those.
sort of qualifier on them that says you've earned in that way?
No, because it's essentially just
Just the trophy that says
just the
like,
trophy,
as
yeah.
if you've done it yourself.
Yeah, and I think there's somebody that's already said like you could potentially game the system in that you could have multiple save files, because once a trophy is unlocked, it's unlocked on your account permanently.
Of course, yeah.
So some people have basically said, you could go in and you could unlock the trophy, like turn your console off quickly and then reload that save and then unlock
Yeah.
another trophy. But as much as it's not an idea that appeals to me, I do kind of see the idea of having a game that isn't it's not a short game
No.
by any stretch, and like you'll go through it and you'll play through it 3 times. I think there's if you complete it twice, like your third playthrough, you're gonna have a lot of you're gonna have gone through pretty much everything in the game anyway.
You should just be hunting out those trophies.
So I mean, from that side of things, I can sort of see why they've done it, but I just hope it doesn't become a big thing.
Default. I mean, I suppose you don't have to do that, do you? Like if you want to get the trophies the old-fashioned way, but then is it devalued because no one knows you've done that?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's devaluing something that is essentially has no value in the first place anyway.
I'm not much of a trophy dude, to be honest.
No.
Like if I get them because I want to do something that sounds fun, that's cool. But I'm not there's very few games that I've platinumed on just because I just like playing the game really.
I'm incredibly proud of my Titanfall 2 platinum.
Oh, yeah, I've got a Rocket League platinum. I'm proud of that.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll move it back to NieR. I'm a big fan of Platinum games when they get it right, and it sounds like they've got this right.
I think they've nailed it.
Which is a great thing because I just think there's a lot to love about Platinum.
I think it's in terms of when you get to the main part of the game and it's kind of open worldy. There are some holes in it in that it's not as detailed as you would expect it to be. There's a few invisible walls knocking around. Places that you think you can get to and you can't really, which is kind of a shame. So it's not enormously detailed. There are things fishing in it, which is good. Do a bit of fishing if you want.
Cool.
With using a little robot pod that kind of hovers on your shoulder.
Yeah, about that. I've seen there's a way to sort of turn it on automatically. So as it goes through the game, it will pick out enemies as you get close to them and stuff.
Is that one of the chips you can use?
Yes.
Yeah. The chips are an interesting thing because they kind of just take out all the playability.
Yeah.
I kind of feel on the game.
I mean, I imagine that would probably come into play in sort of high difficulty levels when you're struggling
maybe.
a little bit. You can bring them in as a backup. But,
Yeah.
Particularly on the earlier difficulty, the easier difficulties, I should say. It seems like it could potentially hamper some enjoyment.
I had them on for a bit and I was like, I don't really know why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Just turn them off again. Yeah, there are some issues with the kind of switching around of the camera and stuff as well. Because I was talking about how in the shooting sections, the kind of ship, flight suit shooting sections,
yes,
the camera will switch around and stuff. It does that occasionally in the kind of main game as well when you're in hack slash runny person mode, and it's not always helpful because sometimes it will obscure things that you can't see enemies because they're behind things they shouldn't be behind.
Yeah,
and also. It's hard to tell when you're in the air and jumping when you're looking top down. They've not really thought that through. So you kind of you're trying to hack someone and you're not aware you're still in the air from your So they could have there's probably a way around that, to indicate when you're in the air, when you're on the ground.
I mean, are there like shadows and stuff that you can see, or are they?
It seems so far out. I think it does this more in the prologue than anywhere else, to be fair.
Yeah.
So it might be less problem as you go on.
Yeah.
Because the prologue's more kind of encased and linear than the rest of the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, there must be a better way of indicating when you're doing that. But yeah, it's not a massive problem really.
I mean, that sounds like a sort of minor quibble on what is
quibble.
A very good game.
Very good game indeed.
So
they're enjoying it, especially when your buddy shows up as well, NieR, and he's helping you out, and it's like going a team up thing.
Yeah.
Hacking dudes left, right, and centre.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to go into story spoilers, but it sounds like it definitely goes in the right direction with a few things. It goes in the right places. And
certainly does. I have a sort of an issue at the moment. I've not finished it. It's quite a long game, but I'll say at the moment some of the quests do feel a bit like courier servicey.
Right.
It's kind of like go here and find this, and then you find it and you take it back to them, and it's go into the other robot camp and tell them this, and then come back. Yeah. And it's like you just kind of relaying messages between camps and stuff, and it's like that's all right. It's not totally exciting, but
so I mean, obviously, say. We've not quite finished it. We're very near.
Yeah.
Near completion.
NieR completion.
NieR completion. There we go. So for a full written review, check out the site. But unless everything goes horribly wrong in the last hour or so,
it's really good.
It's going to get a very high score.
I'm throwing a 9 on it. We haven't talked about the visuals and sound yet. The packaging, have we?
I mean, it does look incredible.
Looks lovely, and also sounds lovely as well.
Yeah.
Lovely orchestral instrumental scores. Very sort of I don't know anything about music, but vaguely sort of traditional Japanese sounding in places.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good, mate.
Cool. So that's NieR Automata or Automata or a tomato or whatever you're gonna call it.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna now go along and roll around on the floor whilst holding a T-shirt.
NieR Automata video review.
Indeed. Yeah. So that is that's our video review. Check out the full written review. We've preliminarily slapped a 9 on it. Yeah. That may go up, it may go down. But,
that's my preliminary score on the day before embargo. We're having this chat now.
Yes. Yeah. So that's great. Thank you ever so much for joining us, guys. Please drop us a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, dislike it. Yeah. Dislike it if you want.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Goodbye.